Hi, my name is John Mark Young. I'm the President and Chief Investment Officer of Whitaker-Myers Wealth Managers. Today I want to help you think about how we help our clients begin to execute baby step 4 once they've paid off all of their non-mortgage debt. Now those of you that are not Dave Ramsey fans are probably asking, what's all this baby step talk? Well, at Whitaker-Myers Wealth Managers, we are firm believers in the notion that your wealth is created by your income. Your income, as many people have said, is the greatest wealth building tool you'll ever have. Thus, the more of your wealth dedicated to the banks in the form of monthly payments such as car loans, student loans, Visa, MasterCard, Discover bondage, all these payments, then the more of your ability to save and invest each month is lost. Thus, that is why we are so passionate about helping our clients to get out of debt as quickly as possible. Now here's a quick aside, and let's go down a rabbit trail. I love to go down rabbit trails. Did you know that Whitaker-Myers Wealth Managers is one of the only financial planning firms that I know, and granted there may be a few others, but not many, that actually has a financial coach on staff to help you create a plan to get out of debt and hold you accountable to that plan? Talk about a built-in accountability partner. Okay, now let's go back to the baby steps. So we think you should get out of debt as quickly as possible, and that's why Dave Ramsey and his team at Ramsey Solutions have created the Baby Steps, Financial Peace University, and Ramsey Plus, because the baby steps are your plan to get out of debt and then start building wealth. Now let's review the baby steps up to baby step 4. The first step is to fund a $1,000 emergency fund. And this isn't your end-all, be-all emergency fund. It's just the basic emergency fund so you can start working on getting out of debt. Step 2 is to build and start executing your debt snowball. Now, I won't steal Lindsay Curry, our financial coach's thunder, but she has done some great videos and articles on getting out of debt. So check those out at whitakerwealth.com. Step number 3 is to fully fund that emergency fund. So you're ready to go when Murphy's Law, that if it can go wrong, it will go wrong, kicks in. And this should be 3 to 6 months of your living expenses. And let's clarify, this should not be invested. It should be in the bank in a savings or money market account. Finally, we get to baby step 4, what I'm here to talk to you about. Baby step 4 is working towards saving 15% of your income towards retirement in tax-favored vehicles. Now, how do you do this? We recommend you start with your 401k and go up to your match. If I get a 4% match, I should put 4% in my 401k. The next dollar should go in my Roth IRA. If I'm under 50, for 2022, I can do $6,000. If I'm over 50, I can do $7,000, and that's per person. So a couple could do double that. And then finally, either go back to my 401k and or go to a brokerage or a bridge account, depending on my conversation with my financial advisor about my goals and what I'm trying to achieve. So let's rehash that. I want to do my 401k up to the match, then my Roth IRA, and then a back to 401k and or brokerage bridge account. Now, why a Roth IRA after the match? John Mark, why don't I just put everything in my 401k? Well, the Roth IRA, if you're working with an independent advisor like Whitaker-Myers, a fee-based fiduciary, has a lot more investment options than your 401k does. Your 401k probably has a finite amount of about 20 options to pick from, and you have to pick it. Your Roth IRA has all options available to it if the advisor is independent, and your advisor can help you pick it. Plus, you don't have to deal with the rules and regulations of a 401k plan in a Roth IRA. And if you quit your job, guess what? Your Roth IRA keeps going. Unlike your 401k, you got to get it going again and get started. Now you might be asking, hey, that's step 3 of step 4, going back to my 401k versus a taxable brokerage or bridge account. Help me understand that. Well, for some clients, they may find it a better alternative to actually put money into a non-retirement account for their baby step 4 instead of the 401k after they get the match and after they do their Roth. The reason for this is perhaps they have some things they want to do prior to retirement that, while you shouldn't use your retirement money to do that, maybe they're making a decision around, we want to do that addition, and so we're okay working a little bit longer to do that. Those are all questions you can answer with your financial advisor, and they can help you figure out, if I make decision X, what does it do to my retirement decision Y? There. So that's one reason. And a bridge or brokerage account, if invested correctly, can give you some nice tax benefits as well, such as a brokerage or bridge account, if invested in low turnover exchange traded funds, will be taxable with dividends, but not with your gains until you actually sell the investment. So effectively, you're getting tax-free growth, if you will, until you sell the investment, because that low turnover exchange traded fund is not kicking out capital gains to you as it's getting larger. Again, the dividend portion may be taxable. This is where you want to consult a tax advisor, and we certainly have one at Whitaker-Myers. I'd be happy to talk to you about that. The other option is, why does Dave Ramsey call that a bridge account? He calls it a bridge account because perhaps you want to retire at 55 and your Roth IRA 401k that you have, you can't access till 59 and a half. Well, you need something to bridge you during that period of time. That's why Dave Ramsey says maybe you want to consider a bridge account. So when we think about executing baby step 4, 401k, Roth IRA, 401k up to the match, Roth IRA, and then back to 401k or brokerage bridge, depending on your situation. Again, early retirees may want to consider that brokerage or bridge account, or those that maybe have some pre-retirement goals they want to use some of that money for. Also, question, should I do all of this one by one or simultaneously? Meaning that, should I do my 401k and then should I max out my Roth IRA and then should I do my bridge account or back to my 401k? Well, that sounds very, very complicated. No, you should do it all at once. That's why, again, you should work with a good financial advisor and planner to help you figure out what your baby step 4 should look like and how much you should be doing each and every pay. So it's simultaneously happening every single paycheck. You don't have to think about it, because if you have to think about it and constantly change things, it's probably not going to happen. There's a great book, it's called The Automatic Millionaire, and it basically makes the case you should automate this as much as possible. The more automation you create in your life, the more wealth we think you'd create in your life. Now, I just mentioned that book. We actually have that book, The Automatic Millionaire. Now, we love Dave's books, and we give away a lot of Dave's books. But this is not a Dave book. It's a book from Dave Bach, not Dave Ramsey. In this book, The Automatic Millionaire, we want to give to the first 5 people that email Shelly Sturtz, one of our client relations managers, and her email address will be in the notes. Email her free book and she'll let you know if you were one of the first 5 that got the newsletter, saw the video, watched the video to the end, and we'll give you a free copy of The Automatic Millionaire. Great book on helping you execute that baby step 4 that you need to once you get out of debt and are ready to start building wealth. So certainly feel free to reach out to any of our financial advisors. You can go to the notes to schedule a meeting. We put the link right in the notes, as well as we put the link to our blog where you can read all the articles that our advisors have written recently right on that blog. We thank you so much for watching the video, and we look forward to talking to you soon.